When thinking about my JRPG time before and after September ended, one thing was always for sure: I was going to play a lot of Dragon Quest XI. And thankfully I did, with the majority of my playtime for September being dedicated to it, although I did find a little time to try a couple of other things, such as the DLC for the ever-addictive Xenoblade Chronicles 2. While it's a shorter JRPGs I played edition, September wasn't lacking in gameplay time, since I found myself taking time to appreciate the detail and the well-thought-out worlds I played through that really made me love everything I played. So in a true month of quality over quantity in my JRPG time, here are the JRPGs I played in September. In September, I was finally able to complete my goal of playing a Dragon Quest game, and I'm happy I was finally able to do it with Dragon Quest XI. I had a feeling Dragon Quest XI would be a good one to start with thanks to its more modern visual style, and while the visuals helped in making it more accessible, there were plenty of things to love about it overall. The detail in its world was what struck me the most. I love the amount of small things that made me want to stop and appreciate them, such as Eric being left-handed, the little ghost guy, and its equipment crafting system, making me hope that a lot of the series' overall charm comes from details like this, because it would definitely make me want to play more of the series. I still have the rest of the post-game left to do that I'd like to do sometime soon to see what happens, so the next time I think of Dragon Quest, I'll have to decide whether I want to continue with Dragon Quest XI's post-game or start one of the older games in the series, but either way, I'm very glad I tried this series and look forward to diving into it more sometime soon. I knew there was a good chance I'd like Torn of the Golden Country since I enjoyed Xenoblade Chronicles 2 so much, but I really didn't expect to love it as much as I do. I probably should have known, since many of the reasons I love it so much are the same reasons I enjoyed the original game. On top of a great and interesting story, there is so much to do in it, and with plenty of story and world development in some of its side activities like its quests, I'm itching to get back to it already. At the size of a smaller JRPG at around 20 hours long, it tells a story in a length of time that goes into the detail it needs to without overstaying its welcome, and knowing all this new backstory about Allrest in more detail has made me really want to go back and play Xenoblade Chronicles 2 in its entirety again, with all of this in mind and my new opinions on some of its characters. Until I do that, my physical copy of Torn of the Golden Country in Japanese has arrived, so I can play it more as I study the Japanese in it. With a large amount of things to do in it, but relatively less than what I have to do in its full game, I feel less overwhelmed, so I'm looking forward to indulging my completionist tendencies with this DLC again at least a few times in October. By the time I finished Torn of the Golden Country and Dragon Quest XI, there were only 2 days left in September, leaving me with not much time to really dive into something. I had planned to try Dragalia Lost on smartphone, but I couldn't download it in time for work one morning after having to clear space on my phone, so I picked up my trusty Vita instead and spent some time with Persona 2. I was only able to spend a day with it and found myself mostly in its Velvet Room making personas for my next dungeon crawl, and although I didn't get around to the crawl itself, I did enjoy myself. I was finally able to remove some of the personas I had under level 10 from my roster, and add in some ones I've met from other games in the series, such as the adorable Jack Frost. I've still got a lot of things to do in Persona 2, with a few dungeons still waiting for me, so I hope I'm able to get more time into it in October. Speaking of October, there were 2 definitive editions of games I wanted to play this month in the form of Disgaea 1 Complete and The World Ends With You Final Remix, with both of them coming to Switch and being released in the same week. While I've always wanted to try the Disgaea series, I've also really wanted to try The World Ends With You that little bit more, and I love the look of its art style and the idea of its themes and its trailers, so I think I'll play it in October to see what it is, as I don't think I've played anything like it yet. Aside from playing The World Ends With You and hopefully putting some time into Persona 2, I also hope to get some time with smartphone games like Persona OA to see how it's changed since the last time I played it, and also Dragalia Lost to see what it is, as a few of you guys have recommended it to me. Despite October being a quieter month for JRPGs, my month doesn't feel quiet at all, and I'm curious to see which of these portable JRPGs will give me the most fun in October. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below what you played in September and what you plan to play in October. You can like and share this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel for more JRPG content like this, and ring that bell to get notifications on whenever I post so you don't miss a thing. You can check out more videos here, or you can check out the blog at jrpgjungle.com, where I do everything I do here, but in written form. And you can find me on social media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, all at JRPGJungle. Links to those will be in the descriptions below, along with links to where you can pick up all the games I mention in this video. Until next time, thank you, bye!